Welcome to the Battle Arms booth, 6103 SHOT Show 2019. I'm Japheth Doe, and I'm here to introduce to you some of the new products that we have here in our booth. So this is our 10-year anniversary, and one of the things that we really wanted to do as we've been working in the AR game for 10 years is we've been doing a lot of parts. This is going to be our first year where we're finally introducing production rifles. This is our Workhorse. It's still built on our tried and true Battle Arms forged lower receiver. So it's got all of the improved features of our forged lower receiver, as well as our upper. MSRP on this is going to be right around $1,500. In that price point, we've seen a lot of other competitors out there that don't offer a whole lot of value for that money. It's mostly you're buying a lot of name. Here, we wanted it to be not just another black gun, but a Battle Arms black gun at something that most people can get into and not have to change a whole lot on their rifle to improve it. So of course, we're going to be getting a forged upper and lower. It's going to have our single side badass selector, so not ambidextrous, but it still has our badass profile lever. It's going to have our bolt catch, our enhanced bolt catch, our enhanced pivot and takedown pins instead of just standard mil-spec pins. It's also going to feature a full 15-inch M-LOK rail with a full Picatinny rail. It's still going to have the lightning cut similar to our BAD762 lightweight upper receivers. And it's going to have M-LOK on the 3, 9, and 6 o'clock positions. So for all of your M-LOK accessories. And like I said, MSRP on this is going to be right around $1,500. Street, you might see it for a little bit less than that. But the idea here, so 5.56 NATO barrel, something that you can get into and immediately start shooting right out of the box. Add your optic and be ready to go. The first Battle Arms production rifle. And to bring back an old theme, this is officially the ounces is pounds, or the OIP ultralight 3.8 pound generation 2. So the original generation, or the OIP 1, we did a limited run of 100 with Bentwood Gunsmithing. After that initial run was completed, that project got shelved for a while, and we brought it back out of the mothballs, and we wanted to see how could we improve on what was already at the time the lightest weight production AR-15. And in that time, there have been a lot of lighter options that have come out, but they made compromises in areas that we really didn't want to make compromises in, such as the type of material that it was made out of and how thin the walls of the receivers were. Here, we wanted the core of the rifle to still remain as strong as any other Battle Arms product, but also get that weight to either the same, if not lighter than it was. So here, without the optic, it now weighs 3.8 pounds instead of the original's 3.9. We changed the barrel profile on it. Even though it is a pencil barrel, it's still the same profile as the original M16, although it is a 14.5-inch barrel with our titanium thumper pinned muzzle device, so it's ATF legal. It's officially a rifle. We've improved on the carbon fiber handguard. The original was just vented and it was permanently glued onto the barrel nut. This one is user serviceable, so it is screwed into the barrel nut. So you can remove it to clean, get rid of any dust, and also it has M-LOK slots as well, so you can add accessories, flashlights. You can even add pick rail to the top if you want to. It still has the minimal pick rail on top, so for just a red dot sight, this one is sporting our light optic mount for the Trijicon MRO. It's got a improved titanium bolt carrier group that's treated in a proprietary coating and metal treatment for titanium to improve its strength, so that where usually a DLC or a PVD coating on titanium wears off after a while, and titanium carriers have a tendency to crack where the hammer strikes the firing pin and where it rides along the back of the carrier. This no longer does that. So this is it's a slick surface treatment, so you can actually run it without lube. We actually ran this particular rifle all day yesterday. We got it dirty. It was pretty much completely dry and crusty with carbon, and it was still trucking along after about 1,000 rounds. So it's a very, very reliable carrier. And of course, we got our titanium version of our bolt catch, our lightweight badass safety selector, our new OIP carbon fiber grip The upper and lower receiver are still 7075 billet aluminum, as is the receiver extension and skeletonized buttstock. The MSRP on this guy is going to be right around $3,300. Street might see it right around $29. So we're going to demonstrate two different things here. This is our BAD762. This is our 16-inch designated marksman because of the collapsible stock. So it's chambered in 308 on our BAD762, ambidextrous billet lower receiver and upper receiver. This is a DPMS Gen 1 style. So we got ambi bolt release, our combat short throw selector. This has got a 2-stage national match trigger in it. Also a 308 version of our enhanced bolt catch, ambidextrous magazine release, our pistol grip, so all of the battle arms fixings. And we said we were bringing one out, so here's one of the prototypes, the 308 version of our rack charging handle. One finger. It's designed for asymmetrical charging. So this is the same charging handle that we've been showing on Instagram for the 5.56. We now also have it for the 308, and I just wanted to show how easy it is to get around and use gross motor skills. It's not intended to be pulled with both fingers, just one side or the other. We don't have an MSRP on the charging handles just yet, but they are in production, so those should be coming out within the next month or so. The rifles itself, so the 16-inch BAD762, MSRP right around $25. We also are going to have an 18 and a 20-inch barreled version, and we're looking at other calibers to come out later this year. Last but not least, that was another full size. This is to introduce our new pistol caliber lower receiver and upper receiver. So the uppers are still in their prototype stage, but we do expect to have these in production in tandem with our lower receivers within the next month or so. The lower receivers, however, are available now. We're filling pre-orders as we speak. The next run is currently being produced. This one is obviously one of our full-size 16-inch 9mm PCC rifles. It is billet. It's one of the lightest 9mm pistol caliber lowers on the market to date. As of right now, current production, it does not have a bolt hold open, but that is something that we're working on for the future. It's also compatible with our rack charging handle. And the recoil system in here uses our proprietary vert buffer recoil spring, as that dampens the blow that you usually get from most standard pistol caliber carbines. It really tames that recoil impulse, makes this really comfortable and flat shooting. It's got a 9mm version of our thumper muzzle brake on the end here. MSRP on this is right around $2,400. We also have shorter versions available with 10.5-inch barrels. We're going to be coming out later this year with shorter barrel lengths. I think down to 7. It's either 7 or 7.5 inches. But so look for those going forward, and we hope to have pistol versions soon. Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this exclusive look at some of our new products and new features that we're going to be offering and showing off this year. We're looking forward to getting into actual production rifle builds, and we're going to continue to produce our parts for those folks out there that want to continue to make their own individual builds. But if you're here at SHOT, check us out again, booth 6103, and we're also on Facebook, Instagram. Stay tuned for more news.